Hello, welcome back. So this is the third of 5 note-taking method videos. The third one I wanted to talk to you about is the flow note-taking method. So when I heard about this method, it was actually new to me. It was not something that I had explained to me before, but I thought it was cool enough to share with you guys. So flow note-taking method is exactly what it sounds like. It is a flow. So what you do is and this is not how it would necessarily look, but I tried my best. Formatting on a document is kind of difficult. But so you've got a lot of things going on here, and it can be formatted really honestly however makes sense to you, because it's the most flexible note-taking method, because it's all about just what's in your head. And that's the key, is the guy who made this, he needed something that helped him relate to the information that he was learning. And so he will have like a main term, a main idea, a main something, and then arrows that branch off of it. And it's similar to the mind map method in that way, but it's something that you use when you're in class. So he's got, main, a definition and a term with a definition, and then he's got, different sections. He had arrows going down here. He had things written on the side with branching out. He could compare and contrast things down here at the bottom. However it works for you. He calls it the flow note-taking method. And he describes it as being really holistic, because it is helping you learn as you're learning, if that makes sense. And it's called the opposite of other note-taking methods, which are more structured, have kind of rules that go along with them. So this really strives to emphasize details. So you are writing your notes based on what your own mental picture of it is, and it's original and it's different in the presentation of it. So that's really good and useful when you're in class, because it's a product of yours. You can create a new set of ideas based on that topic. So if you make a connection in class, if you're learning about something, you're like, oh man, I really know a little bit about this because of an experience I had in the past. That would be something that you could use in this note-taking method to connect you to that lecture, to connect you to that content. And the goal is that you only have to learn it once. So the goal is that you can use this strategy and only take notes, because you're already practicing learning it by making connections ahead of time while you're in class. It does have some disadvantages. It's not as detailed, obviously, because you're kind of coming up with your own ideas as you go, so you're not going to be able to get everything down in class. And you can't write down exactly what the professor is saying, because then it's not original, it's not your own product, and it's not a connection that you made. And it's not helpful at all if you don't understand the information in class. So this is useful maybe if you're in a higher level course where you're familiar with what the topic is. So if you're in education and you're taking those kind of high level classes, those 3,000, 4,000 level classes, this can be useful for that, because you already kind of have a history in that, and so the content isn't new to you. This might not be helpful in a class that, a physics class that you're really struggling in. Probably would not be helpful then. So, but it could be something to try. If you haven't, used a traditional note-taking method and those just don't work for you, this could be something that you try. It can be a little tricky to catch on to, and you might need some more details or examples. If so, please let me know. I'd be happy to help talk you through it, or talk to you more about it.